See that? I went in 3 years, drove for miles and miles and miles through Colorado, confirmed through all the damn reports all the way to China. The GMO crops died unanimously. It's not the fuel mix keeping the food from your shelves. They've screwed up the entire chain so you don't realize you're out of food. I try to leave this tile layer hvac guy alone, but he keeps acting like he knows science sometimes. And he's putting up, you're going to, evolution is connected to the Schumann. And this is a bunch of woo. This is not Schumann research. If you listen to this man, this subject will get you dead. This is my bit shoot where I keep telling y'all motherfuckers you need to come instead of this YouTube platform.
It was initially suggested the wave be named after the man who discovered it, but Berger, being a modest man, elected for an alphabetical name and called it the Alpha Wave.
That's your main brain.
Shortly after Professor Schumann's discovery, one of Hans Berger's colleagues, a man named Dr. Ankermüller, happened to stumble upon a bedraggled copy of a small scientific journal. The exact same small scientific journal that Professor Schumann's discovery had been published in several years before. He read the piece several times, shaking his head in disbelief. He realized instantly the magnitude of what was in front of him. The frequency of the alpha wave recorded by Hans Berger were almost identical to Schumann resonance. The frequency of the Earth.
Now, this is a web page dedicated to Schumann information. It talks about what it is, how it's trapped in the ionosphere's cavity. This video, I'm going to leave a link to it, goes through the whole damn thing, pretty much. I'm just excerpting some important topics out of it because this is a very important subject right now because of the results of the studies. If you get it coincides with everything we've read from the cuneiform to the Bible to what's happening today. And this is very important for you to understand. You have control over your own Schumann frequency because you have a magnet inside your chest that if you relax those field lines can do the same job for you that Earth has been. Earth is coming under load. There is a bunch of space bodies you can look at all night fucking long right behind you making closed field lines. Her magnetosphere is getting stronger. I have been covering this for the last few days. Anything I've shown you can be verified very fucking easily. Very easily.
See if the Dr. Ankermüller immediately contacted Schumann to convince him to investigate further. Schumann agreed and worked alongside one of his students to refine his discovery. They studied in detail how tension is discharged by lightning in the Earth ionosphere cavity.
It has nothing to do with magnetism.
Eventually, they came up with an exact frequency. The pulse of the Earth, Schumann resonance, was exactly 7.83 Hz. The discovery was remarkable. Schumann resonance wasn't just similar to the alpha waves of the human brain. It was identical. The brain's frequency, which controlled our creativity, our performance, our stress, anxiety, and our immune system, had somehow tuned into the frequency of the planet. The pulse of the Earth had become the pulse of life itself.
Of course it is. We are frequency
The
beings.
frequency of a wave is measured in hertz. This refers to the number of oscillations the wave makes each second. Frequencies range from a billionth the size of an atom to the length of the universe itself. In theory, frequencies are infinite, though ultimately endless. If this was a coincidence, it was nature's most spectacular. Was Rutger Weaver, an acclaimed scientist from the Max Planck Institute. In the early 1960s, the professor constructed an underground bunker in order to examine the circadian rhythms of man. The circadian rhythm is the day-night cycle that is engraved into all life. Over a 30-year period, the professor conducted experiments in which student volunteers would spend several weeks at a time living in the bunker, completely shielded from the natural resonances of the earth. In his results, Weaver noted some astonishing findings. He discovered that when Schumann resonance was filtered out of the bunker, the students' physical and mental health would suffer.
He took students down there. He didn't trust to do it with ill or old people. He took young students down there because he knew, Weaver knew that there would be an effect. So obviously underground, you don't have Schumann resonance. You only have the transverse magnetic field from in the earth.
Notice she says you don't have the Schumann frequency, you only have the magnetic frequencies of the earth. Now, we have covered this. Let's do it again. This is the noise you're hearing in your ears. This is the frequency of a magnet. All magnets, from the atomic level to the galactic level, your heart, your goosebumps, and earth. Because this frequency is no longer masking the piercing scream in your ear. Let's continue.
So by putting them underground, they started feeling sick, having headaches. Their circadian rhythm was completely upset. The interesting thing was, when he just introduced the 7.8 hertz frequency with the magnetic pulse generator, that immediately stopped.
Now, I have told you 1,000 times, if you're feeling any of those symptoms, go over here, click on the 7.38 hertz, and if you feel better, that's probably what your problem is. Turn the thing off. I get half of you looking for a generator over here asking questions on my page that I just told you to turn the damn thing off. You got one on YouTube. I just showed it to you. Free. You don't need it. You are a magnet field yourself. You have to relax your field lines or you're going to die. You're going to get sick, go crazy, and die. Okay? If you don't learn how to do this in your own chest. Because the power grid is going to fail. Your batteries are going to run out. And you're going to die if you don't practice this now.
Period.
You were never told you had a magnet. I was never told you had a magnet. I never knew I had a magnet.
You got a magnet.
But I know how to relax my field. Now, there's very short time left in my video, so let's continue.
Into brand new DNA.
Nucleotides
Scientists combined these ingredients countless times before.
in water.
But in no experiment have they ever been able to recreate the spark of life,
This is an antenna.
transform nucleotide into actual DNA. Not without DNA.
And the filter of energy. It lines up the double helix plasma waves, the way energy moves into the magnetic form.
The DNA had been completely filtered from the water.
No.
Yet new DNA was still formed. Just how was this possible? How had Le Montagnier managed to achieve what no other scientist could, and create life where no life was present?
No life
What's
was
the difference
present.
about Le Montagnier's experiment?
None.
There was the presence of a frequency which, when removed, would cause the experiments to fail, but when present, would ensure that they would succeed. That frequency was 7.83 Hz.
That is your mother's frequency. That is your alpha wave. That is our Creator's frequency through Earth. That biological connection is damn proven and has been for decades.
Yep. And if you don't pay attention to it and you watch people like Scientific Lee, you're going to die a horrible, painful death. Do you see this channel here? BitChute. That's my name. Guess what? There is stuff over here YouTube would kill the channel for. If you want truth, it's there. Armor of Knowings. You got Schumann videos, and you got all kinds of informative videos. Lots of them that are not on this channel and will never be on this channel. You're Schumann spiking, and you're not going to ascend for it. People like this literally have 88, 89 now videos dedicated to proving me wrong. The only thing he has 88 videos telling you the Earth's axis is just fine. However, as you can see, they're blaming climate change, but the axis has shifted. Therefore, what the moon does at night is no longer normal. And this guy's very proud to show how stupid he is, because he's got cucumbers on a stick over here showing you how normal it is for the moon to do a cartwheel every night. You getting the idea of this guy's page? He's working for those who want you dead. He's an evil fucking lying fuck. Oh my God. He's probably one of the most evil, vile people on this planet. He works directly for the dark side. This guy has Bill Gates, lesser known, more influential partner, Derek Bros, billionaire, on his page, clapping over here all the time for him. These people don't want you to know anything. Paramount Pictures, Derek Bros. 1748 hertz on the back of the movie screens, just like on the hieroglyph. And I told you why right here. Actually, Toth tells you why. For all y'all new people, keep your ideas to yourself. I don't want to hear about your do's, your harps, and your chemtrails. We've covered it. You're speaking to a sitting senator's investigator, top investigator for several years. I stood down because of a plot to kill off you and your family. Period. You want to know about it, then you'll go over here on my fucking BitChute and learn about it. Or you learn about it from here from your oldest first. Stop guessing.